Okay, how's everybody doing today? So we've got another American classic movie. It's a comedy from the '90s. It's a good one. I kind of liked it. It's called "Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead." Because Mom's going to another country for 6 months uh, because she's her job takes her away. So what happens is she hires an old lady as a babysitter, and well, within the first couple of days or weeks, the babysitter died, and they couldn't find the money that mom left for expenses, so they could have the house to themselves. So there's three kids. They called one Sue Ellen and Childress, and Sue Ellen was 17, and the others were 15 and 9 or something. It turned out to be a pretty interesting little movie. I guess Sue Ellen went and got a job as she was the one elected to get a job by the family rules because they had to pay the bills somehow. So she got a job first at a taco place, and then she got a job as an executive assistant because she walked out on the taco place because it was just too dirty, and she didn't like the job in the first place. But she did like the delivery guy driving the truck. So she got a job at a fashion place with a fake resume she copied out of a resume book, and so she was well, I'll talk to her in a minute. Was a executive assistant, and she farmed everything else out because she didn't know how to do any of it. It was a big comedy, funny. Petty cash she borrowed for expenses because she now had $2,000 in petty cash. Her and her siblings spent it all, so they had to figure out how to pay for an event and before mom got home, clean the house, cook, clean, set it all up, redesign outfits. Fight with the girl's job, fight with the receptionist that wanted the job in the first place, fend off fend off guys that she works with for dates and stuff like that. And it turned out to be a pretty good deal. The kids were learning how to cook by watching Martha Stewart. She was a big thing at the time, and oh yeah, I don't have enough time on the clock. This was a pretty good, funny movie. I mean, they were doing the plates by using a shotgun on the plates, throwing them out like birdies and blowing them up. They were having fun for a while. And the fast food restaurant she was working at was called a Clown Dog. And the manager was kind of crazy on this one. I mean, they've got all kinds of things that they did on this. So she gets her paycheck. It wasn't enough to even pay the bills at the house. And they're in L.A., so, everything's expensive. Then she's got adult responsibilities all of a sudden, and she learns what life's all about to be an adult. Then they petty cash. She gives IOUs and receipts so that she can show that she spent all the petty cash on stuff, which she spent it on her own stuff, paying the bills, buying food for their brothers. One of the brothers took some of the petty cash and bought a home entertainment system, surround sound, the whole 9 yards. Things changed around the house. They got cleaned up after tearing it up for a couple months, and they all had to go into business for the help the business state of the art entertainment. Yeah, they got the state of the art entertainment center. Then they all had to get together to make a party in front of their house. Luckily, their mom had a lot of property with a big front yard, so they could have the party at the house, in front of the house. And mom comes home in the middle of the party, which is probably one of the better parts of the movie. But anyway, they were doing a runway type thing to show the newest fashions for kids' uniforms, and during the party, and then the bosses, tried to say that they were going out of business, and she saved the business, and her driver's license and all that fun stuff. And the Rose, the secretary got, or was it Rose they called her? Anyway, the secretary was all jealous about what was going on, tried to cause problems for her and make all kinds of other things go crazy for him. And she wanted a personal assistant's job, and they used the money for her visit. Okay, they went to Las Vegas apparently. That's where Mama went, was Vegas. But they took the nice old lady to the cemetery and put her in front. Please bury the nice old lady. And then they didn't leave an address or a way to pay, and the nice old lady had some money, so they buried her. Because the nice old lady kept the money that the kid's mother's in her chest, and nobody had anything else. And it was funny watching the kids and their friends clean up the yard for this party, which they destroyed all summer. So it was kind of interesting how this movie went. And I got to see it when I was a kid, when it first came out. I got it on VHS, and it was a pretty good movie then too. And the special effects and the stuff isn't as good as something we do now, but for a 1991 movie, it was pretty good. The script and everything they wrote was interesting. It turned out to be a pretty good movie. So they went to Outlaw Productions, Cinema Plus, LP, Warner Brothers Pictures put it out. It went out on January 7th, or June 7th, 1991. Their runtime is 102 minutes. It came out in the United States. It's English, of course. The budget was $10 million on this thing. At the box office, it made $25.1 million. I guess a bunch of people didn't want to watch it, stoners, or we didn't have money at the time to pay for it. I don't remember. But it was still a pretty good movie, worth watching, every penny, every bit of it. I got it in my collection, so that must say something. Anyway, so we'll talk to you later. Be safe, take care, and bye now.